All right. Caribou. Caribou means welcome. Welcome aboard. Come on in. Slide all the way across your row. All right. Make room for everyone in your party, and once you have a seat, secure those belongings inside the truck. You don't want anything falling out of the truck on the reserve.
Hey everyone, I'm just doing a little video of the Kilimanjaro
and it's official, you're going on safari.
Not really going to talk that much in it. I'm going to let the driver
All right, Twin Day. Twin Day means let's go. So wave goodbye. Give them a good wave. You'll never see these people again. Probably not anyway. Who knows, right? You never know. All right, so Jumbo, everyone. Jumbo, everyone.
Jumbo.
All right, you are back there. I knew it. My name is Catherine. It's my pleasure to be your guide out on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. But also, if you look above your head, you'll find some animal spotting guides up there that can help you identify some of the beautiful creatures we do have on the reserve. Now, we don't see all of them, but we usually have pretty good luck. Sometimes we even see ones that aren't even up there. So just a quick reminder, it's very important. Everyone must remain fully seated at all times. Please no standing at any time and no playing past the toddler across the row. All right, make sure they're where they need to be. Lap sitting's permitted for better viewing for the little ones, but please have them fully seated there, and parents do not hold them in the air like Simba. Hands, arms, feet, legs, knees and toes, everything inside the truck. We will pass through some thick brush, and some of it does have long thorns on it. And the first part of our journey does take us right through the Little Ituri Forest. In the forest, there is lots of dense vegetation. Animals do hide in camouflage. They do that for their safety and protection. Oh, in the back corner, clear in the back there, I do see an okapi way back there. Let me come up a little further, maybe we'll see a better view of it. Okapis have stripes just like the zebras, but they're actually a close relative of the giraffe. They have a giraffe-shaped head, a very, very long tongue. In fact, their tongue is so long they can actually reach up and touch their own eye with it. There's a fun fact for you. Well, the females, they're a little larger than the males are on the okapis. Also, okapis secrete what we call a delicately scented oil. But it does make their fur nice and shiny. A couple different kinds of antelope up on the hill on the right. The sable-colored ones with horns are bongos. Both male and female have horns on the bongos. They're also called the ghost of the forest because they rarely get seen. And the beautiful creature up there with no horns is a greater kudu. Now, the greater kudu are one of the tallest antelopes in the forest, and the females don't have horns. So those are the ladies there. Here on the left, we've got a black rhino laying by the embankment right there. Looks like a lump of clay, but that's a black rhino. Black rhinos can be anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 pounds. They're poached for their horns. Their horns are made of the protein keratin. Keratin's the same protein you have in your fingernails and your hair. But also, sadly to say, less than 5,000 black rhinos exist in the world today due to the poaching. We're going to head up over the hill here. It will take us down by the river. And the river in the Little Ituri Forest is known as the Salfi River. It is a very important part of the ecosystem for our forest animals. It is a gathering place, and sometimes we'll even spot hippos in the water. Now, the hippos can be up to 5,500 pounds. They do like to stay in the water during the day, just to stay cool. They come out in the evening hours to graze. They are very aggressive, very territorial, so please do remain seated. And I do see one coming up on the right. It's fully submerged. Hippos can stay fully submerged up to 8 minutes before they do need to come up for another breath of air. We will see some on the left, so please don't stand up. There's one on the right just chilling out there. Just went back down, and here on the left is what you call a whole bloat of hippos. A bloat is what you call a whole group of hippos. They do push themselves along the bottom of the river so they can go very deep in the water. That's how they propel themselves forward, is down at the bottom. Got some birds over here on the left. These are pink-backed pelicans. And the pink-backed pelicans have pink skin underneath their feathers, but during the mating season, they become more vivid in color. Very social birds. They do colonize their nests in extremely large groups of up to 500 pair. Now, both male and female will tend to the nest and incubate the eggs there. Oh, Nile crocodile here on the left. Now, the Nile crocodile are the largest of the African crocodiles. They grow up to 20 feet in length, averaging 500 pounds. They will open their mouths in order to cool down. They release their body heat that way. Also, they can see those teeth with their mouths closed. They've got that toothy grin. And if a crocodile holds perfectly still under the water, they're able to hold their breath up to 2 hours. Now, as we come up over the hill here, we'll head out onto the grasslands. It's called the savannah. Out here is where the grazing and the browsing animals hang out. These animals do rely on speed, also agility, for their safety and protection. Vegetation's not as thick, so they don't have as many places to hide out. Here at the top of the hill, if you look off to the right, there's a tree here that does look like it may be upside down. That's called a baobab tree. Baobab trees are very efficient at conserving water. They only get leaves and fruit 3 months out of the year. During the rainy season, a tree's going to store water in its very thick trunk, which does allow it to make it through the drought season. Alrighty, see underneath the trees ahead of me on the right, there's some cattle over there, some long impressive horns. Now those are the Ankoli cattle. They're also known as Watusi cattle. Watusi is the name of the tribe that first domesticated them. They are the only domestic animal on the reserve, but their horns will grow to be 3 to 4 feet long. Inside their horns is a honeycomb-like structure. They'll circulate their blood up through the horn in order to cool down. That is their cooling system up there.
No painted dogs today.
See some spotted hyena behind the den here on the left, right in the back there. Spotted hyena are not the scavengers that we think they are. Nope, they actually do a lot of their own hunting. But it is all about the girl power. A whole group of hyenas is called a clan, and within that clan, the lowest ranking female is still higher than the highest ranking male. So the girls rule. Over here on the left, we do have some sables laying on the grass over there. Now the sables are the emblem or mascot for our reserve. Their horns will grow up to 5 feet in length. Also, their coats darken up with age, so the darker their coats are, the older they are. The red columns we find out here on the grasslands have been created by termites. Termites will actually construct those little beauties out of saliva, dung, and dirt. Now that sounds pretty disgusting, but it does bake up very hard out in the hot sun. Once they're nice and hard, they do become convenient scratching posts. Now eventually they wear down like that one over there on the right did, and then it becomes a lookout perch for some of the smaller antelope. Straight ahead of me up on the hill there are some very tiny antelope lying up on the grass up here. Be on the right hand side as I come around. Those are the springbok up there. Springbok only get to be 100 pounds and 3 feet tall. Even though they're very tiny, they're still one of the 10 fastest animals in the world. They can actually reach speeds of 50 to 60 miles an hour. They do something we call pronking, where they leap up in the air about 6 feet. They also leap forward 10 to 13 feet with each pronk. It's adorable to watch. Makes them very fast, though. Here on the left is a giraffe. Oh, several giraffes in the trees there. These are Maasai giraffe. Maasai giraffe have that ragged edge to their coat pattern. It's very lacy-like in its appearance. They're the tallest mammal. They grow up to 20 feet tall. They also have excellent eyesight. They can spot predators from very far away.
Oh, there's so many.
Long tongues on the giraffe. There it is. There it is. They can be up to 18 inches long. It's also a prehensile tongue, which means they can grab hold of things with it and pull with their tongues. Long legs on the giraffe allow them to run about 35 miles per hour. Also, they do have a powerful kick. Those are their defenses. Oh, I see a mandrill baby up on the log right up here on the left. And there's Mama right back there. Mandrills are the largest and the most colorful of all monkeys. The females are only about 30 pounds though, but the males will be as much as 100 pounds. Males also have blue hair on their tushes. Looks like the big male is underneath the tree right up here, sitting on the rock. Right there. And the baby's climbing that tree right over there, swinging like Tarzan. There's the male right underneath the tree there. They do communicate actually with their facial expressions. They bare their teeth. It is just a sign of friendliness. So many ways we all can help animals, but there is one way that you can help those mandrills out, is to do recycle your small electronic devices like your cell phones and laptops. There's a mineral used in those to make them small and powerful called coltan, C-O-L-T-A, and it does come from the habitat of the mandrill. All right, we are about to cross a bridge around the corner here that's very old. So we got to do it slowly, and to say very slowly in Swahili, we say poli poli. Oh. Oh. Ooh, yikes. Everybody okay? Thumbs up? Okay. Alright. In that case, let's get out of here.
That's beautiful. No.
As I come around the corner here, I do notice the red clay on both sides of the truck has some tusk marks in it. Elephants do eat red clay in order to get the minerals they need in their diet. Oh, look here on the left. Now the females stay together in a herd to raise the young. The males go off on their own once they reach full maturity, and for an elephant that's 10 to 13 years. They'll stay with their mother until then. Baby females do stay with the same herd they're born in. We do know elephants are poached for their ivory tusks. Ivory is actually illegal. It's sold on the black market. And man is considered the most common predator to the elephant. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a baby right there by Mama. Let me come up a little bit further. And they do have sensitive skin, so the elephant throws grass, sand, and dirt up on their back, and that is their sunscreen.
Okay, you guys are going to get to see the baby in just a second. Oh, it's circling.
No, she's going to be right behind the rock. Newest member of the herd's hiding there.
Baby.
See the little trunk come up? Ooh. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there he is.
Peekaboo.
Oh.
How about there?
Oh.
Nothing cuter than that, right?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Gotta nurse a little. African elephants do have large ears, and lots of blood vessels run through their ears, and that actually is how they cool themselves down, because they'll fan their ears. Cools down their blood system. Got some greater flamingos around the corner. Greater flamingos are the largest, also the lightest in color of all flamingos. Flamingos get their pink color from their diet. It's very rich in beta carotene. See the gray ones out there? Those are baby flamingos. They were hatched right here. They're hatched gray. It takes about a year of consuming their diet before they're fully pink. Now, a whole group of flamingos like that is known as a flamboyance. Those elephants are playing over there. Elephant tug-of-war.
Yeah. That is so cute.
With any luck, we'll be able to spot some cheetahs in this tree grove here on the left. The cheetahs like to hang out in there. They blend in very well, though it's very difficult to see them. Yeah, if you go up the hillside almost to the top, there lays a cheetah up in the brush up there. See where the green patch stops up there? Go above that.
Oh.
And there's a cheetah laying up in there, just about to the top of the hill. They blend in very well with their environment. It's very difficult to see them. They're also the fastest land mammal. They go from 0 to 60 in just 30 seconds, but don't last very long. At those speeds, just a few hundred yards. They are, there's one right there sitting down. They only last a few hundred yards going really fast. They are the only wildcat that does their hunting during the daylight. They have non-retractable claws, very good vision during the day, and a very long tail. A very long tail does help them to keep their balance while they're traveling fast. If they flick it from one side or the other, it can help them change directions.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Now the rock formation, I see a lion up there around the corner here. The lions like to be above their territory. He's just having a little nap out here on the corner.
Oh.
They do rest or sleep 16 to 20 hours a day, but they like to be above their territories. They're always on top of things there. Males are the protectors for the pride, whereas the females, they do the hunting.
Oh!
All right, fingers in. And that's an ostrich. Guess what? Ostrich don't fly, they run. You can run up to 40 miles an hour. They do use their wings for balance while they're running, though. Females are up there with him as well. They do the hunting. They'll go out together. We call it cooperative hunting. They'll go out together. They'll circle their prey, bring it down together, bring it back to the pride together. Now, they hunt that way because most often their prey is much larger and faster than they are. Now, we'll see the zebras over here as I come around. There's also 2 more ostrich, it looks like, over there.
The baby one. Simba.
Those zebras over there were the Grant zebras, the most common kind of zebra. And did you know that no 2 zebras are marked identically? They're always different, which is part of their defense. You get an entire herd of stripes, and you got stripes going in all different directions. It's confusing to their predators. Ooh, look here in the den. There's a warthog laying in there.
Aww.
Yeah, the warthogs will dig their burrows and they back into them. That way they always have those razor-sharp tusks facing out. It is only the male that actually has warts, though. Females don't. Over here on the right, the ostrich and the zebra there. Those zebras do have powerful kicks as well. Those are their defenses. Under the tree on the right, you'll find some eggs, and those are ostrich eggs. Ostrich eggs weigh 3 pounds each. They're very heavy. They do have a hard shell on them as well. But the ostrich ladies all lay their eggs in the same nest. The most dominant female, however, will lay the most number of eggs in the center of the nest. She gets it started for them. The largest nest of record had 75 eggs in it.
Wow.
But out of those 75, they only had 21 hatch. Partly because only the dominant male and dominant female tend to the nest. I see a couple scimitar horned oryx coming up here. One on top of the hillside, one's going to cross the road right in front of us here, be on the left. And these animals get their name from the scimitar sword from the Middle East. They are very adapted to arid climate. They're made for hot weather. In fact, they can go up to 9 months without ever drinking water because their body temperature is so high. It's much higher than most mammals. The two birds over there on the right, those are the yellow-billed storks. Yellow-billed storks do have pink plumage during the mating season. Also, they follow hippos and crocodiles through the water. They will dine on what those animals stir up in the water. They'll eat the fish, but also frogs and snakes, and they even eat smaller birds. All right. Does look like we're headed back towards the village now. It's been my pleasure to have you all on board. I'd like to say asante sana. Thank you for choosing Kilimanjaro Safaris today, coming out with me this fine morning. Now this reserve is supported by the Disney Conservation Fund, and that fund does support many reserves, also many projects around the world. Many ways we all can get involved with a conservation effort. But one is, please always do recycle, repurpose, and reuse. Every little bit helps. It helps to preserve the habitat for our wildlife. Habitat destruction is one of the main reasons many of these animals are endangered. And if you are a wilderness explorer traveling with me today, you have been riding on the Simba 1. Simba 1's the name of your truck for page 15 in your books. We also have more animal adventures for you here in Africa. Don't have to go too far, just head up the hill. At the top of the hill, turn to the right. It'll take you down Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, where you'll find some silverback gorillas, but there's also more okapi and hippos and all kinds of fun stuff up there. Do check that out. And here in Harambe, we don't say goodbye. Each and every safari is different. Our wild animals do make sure of that. So instead, I'll leave you with one last Swahili phrase. That is kwaherini. Kwaherini means to go well. So kwaherini, everybody. Do have a great day out there. Come back and see us again real soon.